Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video here on my channel. Today we have $100 in the balance, and the reason for that is because I'm gonna run my first ever fan strategy tournament. So basically we have 8 strategies that will battle against each other until we have a winner. The winner gets a $20 stake tip. So I would say let's get straight into it. Let me show you guys the bracket that I have prepared. So as you guys can see, we have 8 people in here. We have Niels, Densel, Freestyle, Harsh, we have Sabin, Shafin, Chillguy and Marlon. So these 8 people all submitted a strategy in my Discord, and we're gonna try out each strategy for 1 minute and see which strategy makes the most profit, and the winner gets into the next step, right? Then we're gonna battle these again until we have a final, and the final winner gets a $20 tip. If you make a lot of profit, he might get a $50 tip. We will see how this video goes, and I would say let's get straight into it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This will be a longer video, right? Because we have to go through a lot of strategies, right? And I would say let's pull up the first strategy. Alright, so the first strategy is from Niels, and he has a flip strategy. So basically we'll go in auto, we'll go for 2 flips, both times a hit I think, and it will go for 0.05% of the balance. So for us that's 5 cents, right? And on loss we're gonna increase by 100%, so 120%, just like that. That is his strategy, right? So let's pull up the live sets right here, and as you guys can see we have a timer, and once we start that it has 1 minute to print as much profit as it can, and then we will see if it's enough to win the first 1v1, right? And if it's not enough he will lose on the first round. And I would say 3, 2, 1, here we go. Let's start the auto bet and let's see if we can make some profit. Let's of course turn on instant bets, so it's fair. I'm gonna do instant bets on every single strategy, right? Just so we actually get to see some of the gameplay, or like some of the how the strategy actually works. And until now it's actually going very good, I'm not gonna lie. We're already up $5 and we are 20 seconds in. Okay, almost half time. Okay, come on, we need to hit it right here. Hello. Oh no, guys. Oh shit. Okay, the first strategy actually almost blow up the balance. So we're just gonna restart the strategy, right? And see if you can make back some of the money. That can happen, of course, right? And also if you're in a loss and the timer runs out, we just have to stop it right there and move on to the next one, right? Of course, otherwise it would be not very fair. Come on, we need to hit. Okay, I'm just gonna go all in. And okay, guys, we don't even need the whole minute. Yeah, the strategy already failed. So the first strategy is a minus $100. Let's move on to the second one. Just really quick, if you want to try out stake for yourself, make sure to sign up using code VICO, as this unlocks the VIP program and an additional 5% instant rakeback directly on your account. If you already have a stake account but you would like to switch under my code, we can help you with that. For that, please join my Discord and submit a ticket and we will help you switch code. Also, you will get access to my $1,000 monthly wager leaderboard, where you will be rewarded just for playing under my code. Additionally, you will get access to Discord giveaways, bonus codes and much more. So join the Discord for all the bonuses, and let's get back to the video. Alright, so here we are with the second strategy from Densel. We have a kilo strategy. Basically we have I think 7 tiles with a difficulty of medium, right? And on loss we're gonna increase by 120%. And I would say let's pull up the live sets and let's start the timer. Of course, let's gonna reset. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Let's start the auto bet. Let's put in instant bets and let's see if we can print some money right here. Of course, if this also loses the $100, we're just gonna do a coin flip who actually gets further in the tournament, right? But let's hope we don't lose the money. Hello, nice, there we go. We just got a 2x. That was also very, very risky, I'm not gonna lie. If we lose it again, I don't know what to do, I'm not gonna lie, because then we lost $200 in 2 minutes, which would be absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, but let's see how we can perform right here. We're already halfway through and we made $7. So basically Densel only needs to finish a little bit in profit, or he doesn't even have to finish in profit, right? Because Niels actually lost the whole $100 on the strategy, right? So basically he just has to survive the last 15 seconds and then he will go to the next step. Nice, there we go. We just got a nice win. We are up $20 and let's see, 10 seconds left. Let's hope he doesn't lose the balance right here. That would be actually crazy, right? Because then a coin flip will decide who actually gets further. But 3, 2, 1, and Densel finished with $20 of profit. Very happy with that, and he will move on to the next round. Let's quickly go over to the bracket. Alright, so as you guys can see, we have Niels against Densel, and as you remember, Niels had a $100 loss and Densel had $20 profit, so we're just gonna write $20 right here, and Densel is in the next round. And now we're gonna go ahead and go with Freestyle against Harsh, and then we have the first semi-final. But of course we're gonna do these ones first, right, before we're gonna do the semi-final, and then who's actually gonna be the winner. And let's go ahead and do the strategy that Freestyle sent in the Discord. Alright guys, so we are here on a mine strategy, right? He provided us with this strategy in the Discord. We have a 20-cent bet amount as a base bet. We have 7 mines and we have these 4 tiles. The increase on loss is 69%, and I'm not gonna lie guys, this looks insanely risky. Okay, we have 20-cent bet amount on 7 mines. I have a feeling that we're gonna lose the $100, but we will see. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Let's start the auto bet and let's see how this will perform. But you will see guys, the bet amount will go up instantly, right, pretty fast, because the base bet is pretty high, right? We are already at the $5 bet amount. Come on, we need to hit. 3, 3, 2, 1. Oh my days. Okay, nice. We just hit for 40 bucks. And that's exactly what I mean, right? It's risky as fuck. I mean, we were down $27 instantly, right? So let's hope we can survive this somehow. We are almost at 30 seconds, right? So come on. Hopefully this survives because I really need the profit, right? Because the first strategy instantly lost $100, right? So we kind of need to make a comeback right here. But this is looking very, very good. Come on, 20 seconds left. It's a 4x every time we win. So let's hope we can keep it up until we are done with the time. Come on, 15 seconds left. Oh no, we need to hit, guys, right here. Oh no, guys. Oh, nice. We just hit. Holy shit. Okay, bro, this guy's almost doubling the balance in like 1 minute. Holy shit. All right, come on. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna stop it right here. Nice, there we go. Oh my days, bro, this is actually insane. Bro, we just made $100 of profit like perfectly in 1 minute. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was a very, very good strategy. And it's gonna be very, very hard for the other guy to actually compete with this. But let's go ahead and try the other guy's strategy. Let's keep in mind $100 of profit for Freestyle. Very happy with this, and let's move on. Alright, so here we are on dice. I already prepared the strategy from Harsh, and as you guys can see, oh sorry, that's the wrong one. We have 13 conditions. Let's quickly go over them. As you guys can see, you can just pause the video and copy them. I think he told me to go with 10 cents of a base bet, but that's very, very risky. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go with 1 cent just to secure a little bit of the capital, right? Because I just think, bro, like 10 cents is absolutely retarded. Because as you guys can see, let's start the auto bet. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It will instantly start going for this for an 80x multiplier, and with 10 cents, that's almost impossible, right? I'm not gonna lie. So there we just had a hit. Okay, we don't really reset the... Oh shit, we are up $70. Okay, hold on, guys. Harsh could actually win. I'm not gonna lie. Harsh could actually win if he continues like this. Because remember, guys, the Freestyle had a $100 profit, right? So if Harsh makes more than $100, he actually wins this round. And I'm not really sure what the strategy is doing right now. Maybe the strategy is waiting for a losing streak, but I'm not sure. We will see once. Yeah, maybe we have to restart it. I'm not gonna lie. The strategy is not really working. I'm not gonna lie. We have to restart this. And yeah, let me just restart it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Yeah, just like that. There we go. It's working again. So we have 15 seconds left. Let's see if Harsh can make a comeback and make more than $100. Okay, we are at $88. 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my days, guys, this was so close. Oh no, bro, Harsh made $95 and Freestyle made $100. Yeah, okay, we're gonna take it. Freestyle will win, but I'm not gonna lie to you both, very good strategies. You made some good profit, respect, but of course Freestyle has to go in the next round. So we're gonna go here and put in Freestyle as a score of 100, right, and Harsh as a score of 98. Let's just submit scores, and as you guys can see, Freestyle went for the next round. Now we have Sabin against Shafin. Let's see what kind of strategies they provided in the Discord. Alright guys, so here we are with the strategy of Sabin. He has a chicken strategy. It's on expert, right? As you guys can see, if I scroll up, we have the difficulty expert with 2 steps. So basically we are going for a 4x, right? We have a 3 cent bet amount, and increase on loss will be a 57%. And I would say let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's start the auto bet, and let's see if we can make some profit. And yeah, steps are 2, right? Yeah, so we should make a 4x every single time, and we yeah, reset on win, of course. So I think this strategy is less of a risky one, so we're probably gonna make maybe $10 if it goes well. But I'm not gonna lie, if I would be the one providing a strategy in a strategy tournament, I would do the exact same. Right, we need to hit. Nice, there we go. We just hit with like 18 bucks or something like that, and we're up $30. So that's a very good result. I'm not gonna lie, that will be hard to beat for the other guy, but yeah, we will see. So far the strategies have been profitable for the most part, right? We only had one strategy that lost $100 in like 1 minute, but the other 2 strategies made up for the profit again, and this one is also performing pretty decent, right? We have 15 seconds left with $30 in profit. That's very, very good. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop the auto bet, and there we go. That's the result. $33. That's not bad. I'm not gonna lie, it will be hard to beat for the other guy, but I would say let's go ahead and try out the strategy from the other guy. So here we are with Shafin's strategy. It's on Kino, right? It has 10 tiles on high risk difficulty with a 10 cent bet amount. On loss, we're gonna increase by 55%, and I think he has to beat around like $33. So I would say let's make sure the animations are out. Yes sir, they are. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see if this can print. I'm not gonna lie, it will be hard to actually beat $33, but maybe it's actually possible. So let's just see how this will perform. I think yeah, it's really risky. Come on guys, we need to hit. Come on. Yeah, okay, we just went all in, and we are down $85. So I would say let's reset the bet amount and I start the bet again. But yeah, this will be very hard. Imagine it's gonna recover, but I don't think it will. Okay, now we have to pretty much go all in. Let's go back to 10 cents. Let's start the auto bet again. Maybe it can make a comeback. We will see, but I really don't think so. We have 30 seconds left. Let's see what kind of result we can get. Maybe we can get a little bit of profit back. Come on, somehow. It's a nice 3x. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be possible. Let's just go all in right here. Okay, nice. There we go. We just hit, yeah, for like $10 or something like that. Let's reset, of course. And 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. As you guys can see, we lost $75 with this strategy. So I think it's obvious who won, right? So let's go over here and let's type in a score of $33 and a negative score of $75. So of course, Sabin actually wins, right? So I would say let's move on to Chillguy against Marlon and let's see what kind of strategies they posted in the Discord. Alright guys, so we're gonna try out Chillguy's dice strategy. He told me to go for a $0.005 bet amount. On loss, we're gonna increase by 50% and we're gonna go for a 4x multiplier on dice. I would say 3-1. Here we go. Let's start the auto bet and let's see if we can make some profit. I think this strategy will be a little bit more on the low risk side, but I think this is a smart move, right? Because if the other strategy doesn't make any profit, this guy will for sure move on, right? So he basically hopes that the other strategy is just gonna lose the $100 and he's gonna move on, even though he only made like $1 profit. I kind of like this thought behind it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's see if this still can print maybe like $5 or something like that in the time. He only has 30 seconds left, but so far so good. We are up $2, right? It's a 4x multiplier, so we could go in a pretty big losing streak any second. But again, we have a very, very low bet amount, so I don't think this should matter too much. 15 seconds left, and this is looking decent, right? It's not a lot of profit, right? But he just hopes that the auto strategy doesn't perform at all, and I kind of like that. So let's just see how this auto strategy performs. But this one made around $3, right? Once stop. Nice, there we go. Yes, it made $3. So let's move on to the auto strategy and let's see if this one makes more profit or if it makes less profit, and then we can see who actually moves on. But Chillguy made $3. I would say let's try out Marlon's strategy. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, Marlon provided us with a Dragon Tower strategy, which is interesting because I don't think I've made a single video about Dragon Tower yet, so I'm really excited for this one. As you guys can see, it's on difficulty easy. We're gonna select these 5 tiles right here and we're gonna increase on loss by 62.9%. So every time we lose, we're basically gonna increase by this percentage amount, right? 3, 2, 1, here we go, and let's see if this can make some profit. As you guys remember, right, Chillguy had $3 of profit, so he basically hopes that this guy loses the whole $100, right? Or if it just finishes in a loss, so Chillguy will move on. But let's hope we can make some profit, of course, because it's still my money, right? I don't really want to lose right here, so let's just see how much this can make. Okay, it was kind of laggy right there, but we are back. I think every time it's a 4x, so right now we're already above $3, right? So if he doesn't get a big losing streak, we should be fine right here. Okay, now we need to hit, come on. Nice, there we go. We just boosted up in $13 of profit, because I think we had maybe a $6 bet amount, I'm not quite sure, but I think something around that. So it's of course on the riskier side, right? Because we have a pretty high increase and we have a pretty high starting bet amount, but we are up $20 and we only have 10 seconds left. So let me make sure to actually get ready. Oh guys, we have to hit it right here, otherwise, oh shit, 3, 2, okay, nice, we just hit it. Oh my days, we actually made fat profit. Bro, imagine I had to stop the auto bet maybe down here, right? Because then Chillguy would have actually won, but in the last couple of seconds we actually hit it right there. $62 of profit, very nice strategy. So of course we're gonna go ahead and go here. As you guys can see, Chillguy made $3 of profit. I like this attempt, I'm not gonna lie, but the other guy made $62 of profit. So of course Marlon moves on, and now we have the semi-finals, and I would say let's go ahead and start with Densel against Freestyle. I will see you guys on Kino. Alright guys, so here we are on Kino. It's the same strategy as before, 10 cent bet amount on medium difficulty. On loss, we're gonna increase by 110%. Remember guys, I think this one made maybe like $90 or $100 of profit, so this is very risky, but I would say 3 to 1. Here we go, let's start the auto bet and let's see if we can repeat the same thing as before. Yeah, it's a medium risk, so right, okay, now we need to hit. Nice, there we go. We just had a $4 bet amount, and let's see if the strategy can make back-to-back profit, which would be absolutely insane, right? But yeah, now we need to hit $70 bet amount. Nice, holy shit, we won on the last bet amount. I think that was a $37 bet amount, I'm pretty sure. So one more loss right there and we would have lost the whole balance almost. All right, we need to hit again. Nice, there we go. We just hit again. We are up $50. Holy shit, the strategy is insane, but it's also insanely risky, I'm not gonna lie. We were almost 2 losses before blowing the balance, but we are up $50, so we're just gonna take that. 20 seconds left. Let's see if we can keep up this. All right, there we go. We just hit it again. We're at $58. 10 seconds left. Let's hope we can survive these 10 seconds, and then it's looking very, very good for Densel to move on into the final. But we will see. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna stop the auto bet right there. We made $61 of profit. Very good result, I'm not gonna lie. This will be very hard to beat, but I would say let's move on to the other strategy and let's see if this can beat $61 or if it's gonna lose. But yeah, I would say let's move on to Freestyle's strategy. All right guys, so as you guys maybe remember, this one was a mine strategy. We have 20 cent bet amount, we have 7 mines and a 69% increase on loss. I would say let's pull up the life stats and let's see if this guy can make more than $60 of profit, because that's what the other guy made, right? But as you guys remember, this one was also very, very risky because it's a 4x, right? This can go on a big losing streak as well. Okay, now we need to hit, come on, $4, $7 bet amount, $13 bet amount. Nice, we just hit it, $25. Guys, this will be very, very interesting because these are 2 high risk strategies, right? And high risk strategies can print a lot of profit or just lose quite a lot of money. Okay, sorry, I forgot to reset, but of course we're gonna count the seconds. So we have around 20 seconds left. Sorry guys, just ignore the one right here, right? It's still from the previous one, because it's gonna be very close. I'm not gonna lie. I think Freestyle needs one more good hit right now, and then we might actually win. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, he just needs to hold another 8 seconds, and then I think he won. I'm not gonna lie. $37, $38, 3 seconds left. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Oh my days, this will be very, very close. I'm not gonna lie. Let me quickly pull up the result from the other one. Alright, as you guys remember from Densel, the result was $61 and Freestyle made $62. Very unlucky. Very, very close. I'm not gonna lie. Both of these strategies are very good. And I would say, let's go to the bracket. And we can see that Densel actually lost sadly to Freestyle because Freestyle had $1 more in profit. And Freestyle is in the finals. So I would say, let's go to Sabin and Marlon and let's see how they are doing. Alright, so as you guys remember, this guy had a chicken strategy. It's on 3 cent per amount. Difficulty will be expert. We're gonna go for 2 steps, so for a 4x. On loss, we're gonna increase by 57%. And I would say 3 to 1. Here we go. Let's start the auto bet and let's see how much profit this guy can make. Alright, we already need a hit. Nice, there we go. We just hit it. We're up $3. We still have 50 seconds left. So let's see what kind of result will we get. After this one, we only have one more strategy and then we are already in the finals. I'm really excited to see who actually wins. We have some good strategies. Alright, we need the hit right there. Nice. Let's go. We got an $18 hit. Just like that. We are up $30. So this is looking very promising already, and it's gonna be hard to beat this number by the other guy, but we'll see, of course, if you're able to do it. This is only half time, so he could still lose the balance, right? Of course, because it's still expert, right? I mean, on a 4x you can go on a crazy losing streak, I'm not gonna lie. So I would say let's see if it can survive another 15 seconds, and if it does, this looks very good for, so gonna be very hard for the other guy. There we go, just hit another 4x and we are up $50. Okay, very good result for Sabin right here. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna stop the auto bet right there. That's a $1 mark hit. As you guys can see, we have $49.69 in profit, which is a very good start. I'm not gonna lie. And I would say let's move on to the next strategy. Alright guys, so as you guys remember, Marlon had a Dragon Tower strategy. We have a 5 cent bet amount. We are on easy difficulty and we have an increase of 62.9%. I would say 3 to 1. Here we go. Let's start the auto bet. And this guy has to make more than, I think, $50 of profit it was, or I think it was like $49. I have it written down on an editor file, so don't worry in case it's gonna be close. I still have the correct result. But yeah, this guy has to print like crazy with the strategy, because otherwise he will fall out of this tourney, right? And Sabin will go into the final. But let's see how much the strategy will actually print. So far we are looking pretty decent, but again, we need to have a crazy profit amount because he still needs to beat $50. He only has 20 seconds left. Let's see if he can actually beat it. What he needs now is a big losing streak and then a nice 4x, because otherwise this will be very hard. Okay, there we go. Okay, nice. But I don't think this will be enough, sadly, for Marlon. But I mean, the strategy is pretty nice. As you guys can see, the graph is pretty decent. Maybe we're gonna use the strategy in a normal video, right? But we have to stop it right there. Oh, sorry, left it running for a little bit too long. But we made $8 of profit right here. It's still decent, right? But sadly, it's not enough. So let's go over to here. I think this was 49 and this was $8. So of course, Sabin is in the final against Freestyle. And I would say let's start with Freestyle's strategy. Let's see who will actually win this tourney. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright guys, as you guys remember, this is a mine strategy, 20 cent bet amount, 7 mines, and on loss we're gonna increase by 69%. On these 4 tiles, I would say 3, 2, 1. Let's start this final and let's see who will actually win. I think I'm gonna give away maybe $20 or $50, depends on these last 2 strategies. Okay, we need to hit right here. Come on. Nice, there we go. Oh my, this actually hit on the last one. Guys, I just noticed I didn't vault the $8 from before, so we have to vault $8 at the end. Oh my days, we're up $88 already with this mine strategy again. Guys, this would be a perfect result for him, right? But we need to survive another 30 seconds, so you can still lose the balance, right? So let's just hope we can pull this through. Come on, please hit right here. Nice, there we go. Bro, he's already up $105. Oh my days. Okay, come on, another 20 seconds. Hopefully can survive this. $120. Oh my days. Bro, this strategy is goated, I'm not gonna lie. Let's hope it doesn't lose the balance in the last 15 seconds. Come on, only 10 seconds left. Just keep hitting instantly. Come on, so we don't have a losing streak. And this would be absolutely insane. $130 already. Come on, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna stop it right there. Oh my days, $129 of profit. Guys, ignore this up here because I think I didn't vault $8 from the strategy before, but the graph is correct. So we have $129 of profit. Absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Sabin will beat this, but of course we'll see. But again guys, look at this, $52, right? We were down to our last 2 bets, I think, and then we just hit it for a $64 profit, and we just went up like crazy from there. So $129 in the finals. Very good result. Let's see if Sabin can beat this, or if not, not. And I would say let's move on to Sabin's strategy. Alright guys, so as you guys remember, this is a chicken strategy. We have a 3 cent bet amount. We are on difficulty expert. We have 2 steps and increase on loss is 57%. Just like that. And I would say good luck to Sabin. He's gonna have to make a crazy result on this strategy right here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if this is gonna be possible to actually beat because the other guy made $130. But we will see. Sabin made around $50 in the last run, I'm pretty sure. So maybe if he can do that pretty fast, he may be actually able to do this. I'm not gonna lie. But we will see. Of course, right now. Okay, now we need to hit. Nice, there we go. $5 bet amount. Sorry, $5 win so far. But yeah, he needs way more than this. I mean, he still needs to make $115 of profit to actually, yeah, break even with him. Or sorry, $125 to actually be break even with him. But yeah, let's see if he can make some profit. I mean, he only has 20 seconds left. It's a decent result, right? Already $12. But since the other guy made some stupid amount of profit, this will be impossible to actually win. 15 seconds left. So I would say we prepare to actually stop this. I mean, it's still decent, right? It's still $15. We take the profit. But yeah, sadly not gonna be enough to actually win. It was a nice tourney, I'm not gonna lie. We had some very good results. And I have to stop it right here. $15. It's decent, but it's sadly not enough. And so far, and that means we can go here and have a $129 result. This was like 15 or something like that. And as you guys can see, we have Freestyle God who actually won this tourney. Pretty insane results. I mean, he had a $100 result at the start, right? We made $100 of profit instantly. Then he made me $62 of profit and $129 of profit. Absolutely goated. I think I'm gonna increase the price from $20 to $50. So you just want $50. Please open up a ticket in my Discord and I will send you your price. Very nice tourney. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something new, right? Something I've not done yet on this channel. If you like this, if I should do more of these, please let me know in the comments. Join the Discord if you want to be in the next one. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye bye.